All right, you had men living, like Methuselah was the closest one to live to 1,000, and he was like, I think, like 960 something, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, you had other men living to 500, 300. So 120 was the threshold at that time. But it's a precept. Let me get real quick Psalm 90 and 10.
Yeah, because when sin came into the earth, that was the decline. You know, the decline of mankind, the earth, you know?
Right. Real quick, this is Psalms chapter 82 and 6. It says, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. All right? So yeah, we are the sons of God, man. All right? Even though the world doesn't recognize us as such, but like it tells you in 1 John chapter 3, all right, when your house shall return, then we will get our status back. It says, but ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. So we die because of sin. All right? So our original estate was to be immortal. It tells you that at the end of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2.
Yeah.
All right, the Most High created, he said he created men to be immortal. But the men he was speaking about was the sons of God, man. All right? Who now are known as the Israelites, man. So part of the curse that we're under is that a death had entered into us, man. All right, because of our sin.
Psalms chapter 90 and verse 10. Matter of fact, I started at 9. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. The days of our years are three score years and 10. And the score is 25 years. So that's 3 scores, 75, plus 10, 85.
Yeah, rough. If you lucky, you make it to 80, right?
Right.
You know?
Especially in these times.
Hell yeah.
And if by reason of strength they be 4 years, yet is their strength, labor, and sorrow.
Right. You ain't seeing none of our people, what they call people that live to 100, like centenarians or something like that. But you have certain parts of the world which they call blue zones, where you have people that live to be over 100. You don't see that rarely. You rarely see that with our people, you know. And that's probably ain't gonna see that now. Majority of these our elders are dead.
Right, but we in hell though.
Exactly.
You know, we over here in Babylon the Great, where it wasn't meant for Jake to live long.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Micah 2 and 10, you get that real quick? That's right? Because hey, we don't even know how long we've been eating this fake food, man. You know?
Speaking on that, they just came out today, or either today or yesterday, where they had a video, because you know, this beginning of this week was supposed to be National Cheeseburger Day.
Oh man.
And you had all these stupid motherfuckers running to these fast food restaurants, getting these damn burgers for under $1. All right? And then the day after this shit happens, it comes out that they had a giant E. coli outbreak, or they had to recall thousands of pounds of beef.
Yeah.
So what do you think was in that damn meat that you niggas was eating on so-called National Cheeseburger? Well, that's not even a fucking holiday, man. I've never heard of that until this year, man. You know? But that being said, all right, they the video, they pretty much show you that it's human genes in the meat now, man. All right? But at the end of the day, like the elder was saying, all right, this is hell, man. And so long life is a promise here because this society was set up to keep you sick and die early.
That's it. That's what it's about.
I mean, can I correct myself? I said the score was 25 years. It's actually 20.
20 is all.
Well, this is Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Right. That's why the Spirit has been really pushing Jake to really separate his mindset out of America, man. Right, it's time to arise and depart. It's time to repent and come back to your power.
Right.
Go ahead.
That goes into every avenue that you can possibly think of about Babylon.
Yes.
From your diet, from your entertainment, to your way of thinking, to everything that has your spirit tied to this place. You gotta get all the way out of Babylon.
That's it.
All right? It says because it is polluted.
Yeah, it's polluted, man. Everything, like you said. It wasn't, America wasn't set up for Jake to live long, man. You were set up to be a slave and to die early, man. Right? And especially dealing with Jake. Look at his diet, man. Jake don't keep none of the dietary laws. Jake gonna still eat his pork, his crab, his shrimp, his lobster, his damn rats, squirrel, whatever you niggas is eating out there, man. Right? Go ahead,
Niggas help is bad.
Yeah.
And all these niggas know how to do is goddamn smoke these backwoods All right, drink the bottom shelf liquor that's destroying your fucking temple.
Right.
All right, and like I said, the way you eat, and then like I said, everything about black culture is death.
Right.
You know, how you dealing with yourself as far as with your opposite sex.
Right.
You know, you niggas is down playing both sides of the fence, man.
Yeah.
Spreading all types of diseases, which is also accumulating to our downfall, man.
Yeah. Because part of wisdom as well, not only knowing these scriptures and having to understand it, but taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
That's part of having wisdom too. Read on that.
It says, it shall destroy you even with a sword of destruction.
It shall destroy you even with a sword of destruction. That's America. That's Babylon, man. That's why we need the kingdom of heaven. That's why we need Yahweh Shah, man. Can I get one more? Hebrews 13. Is it 13 and 14? Give me that real quick, man. Because hey, we don't, like the brother was saying earlier, man, and we see an amplification of the prophecies, man. If the Lord didn't come and save us, no flesh would be saved. Matthew 24 verse 22. So Yahweh Shah is amping this thing up because look, we almost out of here, man. Whether you can see it or not.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 14.
Right.
It reads, "For here have we no continuous city."
For here, we have no continuous city. And you got these sellouts trying to get Jake to buy into America, build a kingdom within a kingdom, Hebrew Israelite communities, Hebrew banks. We done heard all that bullshit, man. You know, we need to separate ourselves and build our own communities, man. Jake did that already, man. And look what Esau did. He bombed it. He destroyed it. He raided it. He infiltrated it. All right, go ahead.
Really, it was the Most High that put the spirit on Esau to do that.
Yes.
Because this is not your rest, man. All right, America was never meant to be a place for Jake to find refuge in, man.
Right.
This was our prison sentence, man.
Yeah.
All right, the very name America means bitter.
Yeah.
What kind of paradise has a name meaning that, man?
Right.
It's a nomen omen, man.
Right.
Which proves to you this ain't our rest. Man.
Exactly, and then these Jakes that got money, that's millionaires and so-called billionaires, they catching hell. They not even living a glorious lifestyle, you know.
They start catching more though.
Hey, like I was listening to the Dallas camp earlier. You've been seeing an increase for all these celebrity divorces, man.
Yeah.
This supposed to be, hey, you on top. You can have any woman of your desire. You can have all the money, all the fame,
Yep.
and you're losing everything, man.
Yeah.
You know, you see these celebrities getting hit with lawsuits, all right, divorces, alimony,
Yeah.
you know, plagues, sicknesses, and whatnot, man.
The wife's so true.
Right.
Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. His wife's so true.
Come on, man. She mad because she ain't getting attention from other niggas, man. What type of shit is that? Right? But hey, the Lord said what? That the stars will fall from heaven. Right? Go ahead, read that again.
They not the real people you should be looking up to.
Exactly.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 14. "For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come."
For here we have no continuous city, but we seek one to come, which is what? The kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Right? True rest. Comfort. All right? Well, we're never going to sorrow or cry again, as the scriptures tell us, man. You know?
You had that demon up here, Sam. You know, the brother made the point about the kingdom of heaven, and how Shai is going to do away with this place, America. And that nigga said, "That's not true. That's not true." But let's pull up this word city in that verse. It says, G4172. It says, "The visible capital in the heavenly kingdom to come down to earth after the renovation of the world by fire." Okay? And how is that gonna be brought about? How is that renovation of the earth by fire gonna come? By those thermonuclear missiles that are prophesied in the scriptures.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be the cleansing agent, the second death, the lake of fire spoken of in the book of Revelation.
Right. So that nuclear destruction is necessary, man.
Yeah, for our city to come about.
Yeah. Like you said, man, that fire is eliminated. Just like when the Lord flooded the earth with the water, he had to cleanse the earth from all the wickedness, man. And so what the fire is representative of is the reset button this second go round, man. Because the Lord promised the earth, all right, during the time of Genesis, all right, that he wasn't going to flood the earth anymore. That's why we have a rainbow. And further prove how this place is wicked as hell, they took that very symbol of that covenant and turned it into one of the most abominable, wickedest things that you can do out here, man. Be a moat. All right, which according to the law is an abomination and is meant to be put to death, man.
Fire is needed. Fire cleanses the impurities.
Right.
Like it tells you, 2 Ezra, the 4th chapter, that the world is full of infirmities, wickedness. You know.
That beast of destruction, right? That beast is going into that sweeping age. So that fire is about to sweep across all of Babylon. It's going to cleanse the atmosphere. It's going to get rid of all that wickedness that's going over in Israel right now. You know, it's about to, as brothers have been going into, it's going to clean the entire earth.
Yeah. Ocean.
And this devil has spread, he has spilled a lot of blood, all right? So one of the main reasons Babylon's great is going to be destroyed is according to Numbers 35 and 33, all right? They shed a lot of the Israelites' blood over there, so this land has to be cleansed, man. And it only can be cleansed by the blood of the men that shed it, which is Israel. I mean, you right, man.
Balance.
Yeah.
So Revelation chapter 21 and verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
Right, so this is what John the Revelator, Apostle John, saw. He saw a new heaven and new earth. And how did that come about? The destruction. World War III. Okay, read on.
And that word new is kainos, which means refresh.
Refresh.
It says, for the first heaven and the first earth are passed away.
See, the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. Real quick, Isaiah 65. Say Isaiah 65, Isaiah 66. Yeah, give me that. That's the precept to that. Yep.
Isaiah 65.
Yeah, 66 and 15.
It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire,
Yep.
and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Right. And the Lord's going to do that by nuclear destruction and also the chariots, but it's another one, I think. Hold on. Isaiah 65 and Salakia. It's 17, Salakia. That's the one I need. And then we'll go back to Revelation 21.
Isaiah 65 and 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth.
Right, so mind you, this is in the Old Testament here. He said that he was going to create a new heavens and a new earth. Read on.
And the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind.
Right, the former earth, this current setup, this current world, is not going to come to mind in the kingdom of heaven, man. The Lord is going to create a new heaven and new earth by the destruction. Right?
Magnitude of that is heavy, because hey, you said the kingdom of heaven is going to be so great that America's not even going to be an afterthought on it.
Come on, man. It's just a dream, a nightmare, man.
Yeah, because according to today's society, all right, America is put up like the greatest kingdom that ever was on the earth.
Right.
You know, you have different what they call the 7 wonders of the world. You know, the old wonders, you got the new wonders, all right? And they got America that's supposed to outshine all that, so the kingdom of heaven says it's going to be so great that none of that's going to be remembered.
It's Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. Speaking of Babylon and Great America. Verse 10. It shall not be quenched night or day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
Yep.
From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever.
Post-destruction.
Yep, post-destruction. Verse 11. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. Speaking of those desert creatures.
Somebody's going to be happy. Why see said this place is going to burn forever?
The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. And that line of confusion is to say that it's going to be impossible to distinguish this place.
Yeah, like you have states and city lines, you know, where you can tell, all right, North Carolina, all right, then you pass into the South Carolina to the state line, all right, all throughout the different highways taking the different countries. None of that's going to be recognizable anymore. It's just going to be one big ass destroyed lane.
Rocky Mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, all that shit's starting to get flat.
Grand Canyon.
Mississippi River and shit. Go ahead, Rebecca. Start at the top.
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
All right, so we're speaking about a new heaven, new earth. Go ahead.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
That's this world. That's everything on this side. It's about to pass away. It's about to be melted away. Go ahead.
And there was no more sea.
Yep.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem coming down from the Most High out of the heavens.
Right. So in the Christian church, they show you the city of Jerusalem, like a new kingdom descending from space down on the earth. That's not what that's talking about. That's talking about the elect that are going to have their glory, them new bodies coming out of them chariots, man. Read on.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
New Jerusalem, right? The new bodies, the elect coming down out of the chariots, perfected, man. Go ahead.
I get a quick piece to add to your point. Ezekiel 5:5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, this is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the nations and countries that are round about her. Just adding to your point that Jerusalem is a people, is a foreign place.
That's right.
And the fact that it said New Jerusalem, as the Quran has said, there's those new bodies, us being perfected.
I got one to add too. This is Luke 17:21. Neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of God is within you.
Yeah, the kingdom of heaven, right? The kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai starts with his men. All right, and that's by the way of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right?
Back in Revelation 21 and verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
Yep.
Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Yeah, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, man. Imagine how Jake gonna look. All right, when they come out with those new extraterrestrial bodies, man. Right? To implement a supernatural government on the earth. How about that? Go ahead.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying,
Yep.
Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men.
All right, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, man. All right, the prophets. There ain't no prophetess, man. All right, the Lord ain't raised up no women to come out here and teach the scriptures, man. All you women with platforms and churches and out here teaching and shit, you going off, man. And the Lord really gonna start getting with you women, man, because you women don't know how to shut the hell up, man.
Right.
There's a position, man. Play your part.
It's an order.
It's an order, man.
You women that's supposed to be in the truth, man, you should be taking heed to what you're seeing going on. These women that's out the so-called out the truth, man. Hey, you got that serial killer that's just been killing them Instagram models, man. You've been seeing these different weird deaths that been happening to these so-called pretty women.
Right.
So you so-called sisters should be taking heed and getting yourself in order, man. The Lord ain't sparing y'all either.
Yeah. You women gonna get it, man. Talking about the Lord dealing with you, you on the platform, breaking the scriptures down completely wrong. Right?
Just to say I'm suffering not a woman to teach.
Right.
It also tells you that it's something that you want to learn the scripture, you're supposed to do that shit at home. Man.
Right.
Have to cry for her wisdom. Yeah. 2/3, the majority of 2/3 is going to be women, right? You know, there's already more women than men. Exactly. So
Right.
when you see 2/3, imagine that 7 to 1 of those is women out here, man.
Right.
That should make you want to get yourself in order, you know, and you know, follow as the scriptures tell you to, man, and to obey.
Yeah. I got something real quick before you go back. Ezekiel 13 and 17, and it reads, it says, likewise, thou son of man, set thy face against the daughters of thy people. That's you Israelite women. Ezekiel 13 and 17. It says, likewise, thou son of man, set thy face against the daughters of thy people, which prophesy out of their own heart, and prophesy thou against them. So the Lord told us to prophesy against these wicked ass 2/3 Israelite women out here that think they prophetess, that think the Holy Spirit dealing with y'all. You going off, man.
It says, now son of man, speak out against the women who prophesy from their own imagination.
Exactly, that's you women out there with all these different platforms, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a damn Muslim, all right, or you're an Israelite, man. All you women are going off, man. Right? Because you prophesying out of your own mind. The Spirit ain't dealing with you because that's not your position. Right? And then you got these simps, right? And these clown ass niggas on the comment board bigging her up. Oh, good listen, sister, that was enlightening.
Sister, I need it.
Sister, spirit on you, sis. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hey, keep reading. This is what the sovereign Lord says.
Keep going.
This is what the sovereign Lord says. What sorrow awaits you women who are ensnaring the souls of my people,
Yep.
young and old alike.
Yeah, because all these women that have these major platforms that are out here breaking the scriptures down completely wrong, you leading Jake to death.
Right.
You destroying your people, man, because that wasn't your position, man.
Because if you truly was knowledgeable in the scripture, but you're not, the scripture tells you the wisdom. You see the 2 times the Lord showed an example when a woman tried to lead, man, and death came into the world, man. All right, first dealing with Eve, and then the second time you had that, I forgot her name, she eventually tried to become a king, Israel, and then she ended up like putting her son to death or whatever. She eventually died, man. All right, but you were never meant to be a leader. You're a natural born servant. That's what a woman means. Literally, the etymology of the word woman means a female servant.
I gotta get that. You get any more than that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, you tie magic charms on their wrists and furnish them with magic veils. Do you think you can trap others without bringing destruction on yourselves?
Exactly. So not only are you trapping the people that you misleading, but you bringing destruction upon yourself, man. But these women are proud, man. You can't tell them nothing, and the only way they're gonna learn is when the judgment come down, man.
They feed off that power, man.
Right.
And you stupid niggas is the ones giving them that power, man. Because no man in his right mind should be looking for no woman to guide him anyway.
Come on, man.
Not even to the goddamn bathroom, man.
Come on, man.
You know?
Well, let me add on to that real quick before we go back. Spirit got on you women real quick. Isaiah 3 and 12, it says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them."
Right.
And the Lord said that what? That a woman would encompass a man. Would compass a man, meaning the woman would be in a position over the man.
You go into that word comparison means to go around the man's authority.
Exactly. And that's why shit is all out of control out here, man.
And when you really look at the situation that we're explaining, all right, you're really trying to go around the authority of the Heavenly Father.
Exactly.
Because He's the one that set up the order. All right, it's the Most High. Now, how you got it?
Let me finish it out. It says, "And women rule over them. Oh, my people," this is what the Lord said. Let me read it again. Isaiah 3 and 12. "As for my people, you Israelites, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to error and destroy the way of thy path." So when these women are out here on all these different, like you go on YouTube, man, there's so many different women apostles, women prophetess, right? Women pastors, and all they doing is leading the people into error, man. Right? Destroying our people, man. And you goofball niggas is out there endorsing it, man.
You see that in the regular Jake community, man. All right, who is the family headed by? The matriarchy, man.
Right.
And look at all the destruction of the family and led through Big Mama, man. All right, like Apostle Ricard is doing, Big Shirley, man.
Yep.
All the families that's led by Big Shirley, they're all destroyed, man.
Exactly.
You see how they're raising up these little boys to be faggots,
Right.
raising up these little girls to be hoes, and then they got these little sucker ass niggas, pretty much nickel everywhere and everything they do.
Yeah.
Right? That's due to the woman being in the head.
Yeah.
That's not your position.
Her position of being a leader is, as we read, is led our people into error. See, her position being in that leadership position is the spirit of rebellion, right? And she ain't gonna let that power go. She gonna continue to rebel until the Lord get with her.
Because she has what you would deem called his man. She desires power. Well, you say like she thinks that she desires power, but when they get it, they see that it's not all cracked up to what they think it to be, man. Because there was a study that came out. They're pretty much saying that these women that's in these positions of authority, they really regret it. Because as women, you're not biologically built to handle all that stress, man.
Exactly.
Because see, what you got to realize is that the Israelite man, hey, we hold a lot of stress within us, man. All right, because it's literally us against the world, and you don't see a strong man really break down like that until he reaches his breaking point, man. All right, but you women, you're not built like that, man. You can't handle the slightest thing of stress, man. That's why you see depression and you went on these medications at an all-time high, man.
As we see, this can only exist in an Edomite hegemony, right? If Israelites were in the correct seat, these things, we wouldn't see women going off the way they are right now, man. But Esau enables women, to go against Yahweh Shem Yahushai and go against the man and against the order, man.
But you even see that and over there in the East, man. All right, their societies are more structured because the woman knows her place over there. That's why you see a lot of these Middle Eastern women, they talk down on you Babylonian women, man.
Right. Because this westernized society has taught women that their position as being the helper, the caregiver, taking care of the home and all of that, it's conditioned women to think that that's oppression.
But that's the results of feminism, because that's what feminism started to become. All right, in the early stages, around like the first or second wave, that was pretty much getting the norm for the women to reject the mind state of being a wife and having wifey duties, man. Yeah. It began to push, all right, you trying to chase your own dream, man, which was something that was fed into you due to women's lib, man, which was funded by the Rockefellers, man.
I just had 2 pieces of information. Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16, just because brothers have made mention of Eve having penis envy, right? Wanting to surpass a man. I'm reading that. Genesis 3 and 16 in the NLT. Then he said unto the woman, I will sharpen the pregnancy. So like I will sharpen the pain of your pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth.
That's why you women have birth pain. All right? Because that goes back to, punishment of your sins, man. Giving Adam that wicked philosophy to cause it to go up, man.
And you will desire to control your husband.
You will desire to control your husband.
God,
is that not penis envy? In a nutshell, so yeah, that's in the Bible.
Yeah.
All right? And then you've got it so bad now to where you run with this term called toxic masculinity. All right, which is a farce, man. That's a new term that's modernized, man. Because there was no toxic masculinity back in the Bible, ancient Bible times, man. Hey, was Abraham, was he toxic when he sent Hagar and Ishmael, out with nothing but a thing of water? Was that toxic? That was the law, all right? Because you women aren't entitled to nothing. You are a possession, man. And the scriptures tell you that, all right?
Masculinity is only toxic to a land that's ruled by femininity.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the fucking ruler, he's a mo. He doesn't know how to be masculine, man.
Right.
That's why he wants you to have a baby face and take all the bass out your voice.
Yeah. Everything in the society is to demasculate. Is that the word? Emasculate the man. Yeah. They want to get rid of any type of manly energy, man.
That's why they put soy in everything. And soy is a major cause of estrogen, man.
Right.
And you, a lot of you men out here are overly full of estrogen. That's why you niggas is gay. That's why you effeminate. That's why you soft, man.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Continuing in the ladder.
And you women full of testosterone. So we both fucked up, man.
We gotta get the hell out of here. We gotta get the fuck out of here. That's just the solution. Right. Go ahead, Alex.
And you will desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you.
Right. Yeah. You can't escape that role.
Yep.
And deep down, you women desire. You desire to be ruled over, man.
That's what they be talking about on this bullshit ass internet. I'm in my soft girl era now.
That is the front. Yeah, that's mostly the front. So they can, supplant. Yeah. But it's going to actually take place when, like Yahshua says, when the society collapses, nature's going to reset its course, man. You women are going to naturally fall back into that role. There's going to be no room for no masculine women in the time of Jacob's trouble.
Exactly.
Because you bitches are going to be looking for a cover, man.
Right, and that's how you know. We know that you women are wicked because you know what you're doing. Prime example. When it was talking about drafting people for World War III and drafting women into this World War III, women was all over the internet and Twitter talking about my role is in the kitchen. I'm supposed to be in the kitchen. I ain't supposed to be out on the battlefield. So you women know what's up, man.
It's just this bullshit ass society that gives you the license. Like you said, America, the land of the free. The free to fucking sin, man.
Right.
For you stupid bitches out here that have taken on this whole modern era, this modern woman era, and trying to lead niggas, and you see, man, you're gonna be destroyed, man.
You destroyed yourself.
I had that first one. Just
No,
go
bring
to
it
the
up.
order.
Bring it up.
Right?
The spirit got to get on the Israelite woman, man.
Yep.
She's accountable too.
Like you said, prophesy against the daughters of Israel.
Come on, man.
And the header right here says rules for divine worship.
Yep.
1 Corinthians 11:1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach.
Yep.
Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
That's right.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of every woman is the man.
Yeah, the head of every woman is the man. That never changed, right? No matter what you simps and you white knights think, man. Go ahead.
The woman is God. She came first.
Right. But that's a woman. You can't talk about her.
That's a female. You can't hit her.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
And the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh.
Yeah. So there's an order, man. Let all things be done decently and in an order, man. Go ahead, Al. That's it,
And
man.
this is why everything is messed up. Because the order has been all jacked up, man. All right, hey, the man, he doesn't have no damn head. All right, this nigga head is anything that he finds that he can worship. The black woman, her head is God, is the white man. All right, and the children, they worship their mother.
Yep.
Because the mother gives them right to do whatever they want, man. You know, so this is why Israel, we need healing.
Right, the scriptures say the mother ruled without foundations, man.
Yeah.
But the father established the house. Why do the scriptures say that, man? Because the father figure is important, man. All right? Go ahead, Al. Let's go back to that.
It's back in Revelation 21 and I'll start back in verse 1.
That's right.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Yep.
And there was no more sea.
Yep.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven,
Yeah, that's the elect and the new bodies. Go ahead.
prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Let's go.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven say, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men.
All right, so you women, do you hear that? The tabernacle of the Most High is with men. All right, go ahead.
And he will dwell with them.
And he will dwell with them. And that tabernacle also going back to who? The house of David, the tabernacle of David, man. The elect. Go ahead.
Because what is the tabernacle? Where's the tabernacle? That's for the priests and judges.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a woman come up, I'm gonna testify. What you need in order to testify, you gotta have testimony. You know?
Right. And the Most High dealt with Israel by the way of the temple.
Yep.
That's why in these last days, what did the Lord do? He raised up a spiritual temple.
That's right.
The prophets, the house of David, the men that you see all over the planet, pushing the same thing. In the name and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Ba'ashim Rakakwadash.
And he will dwell with them. And they shall be his people.
Yep.
And the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
Yeah. The second covenant. All right, the new covenant, which we're going to enter into in the kingdom of heaven, which is not now, you goofy ass niggas out there, man. Go ahead, man.
And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
That's the point I wanted to get. A new heaven, a new earth, man. This ain't our glory over here. This ain't our society, man. This ain't our world. We have no continuous city, but we seek one to come. All right, so we got all our chips in Yahweh Shai in the kingdom, man. Right? Go ahead, I'll read some more.
And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Yeah, you see that? No more crying, no more suffering, no more sorrow. Ain't no crying and no suffering. You know? No more drama, man. No more baby mamas, no more child support. Right? No more wicked ass niggas, no more wicked ass bitches. All right? You know? No more bad bitches. How about a good woman? Right, no more niggas. Fuck a bad bitch. I want a good woman. How about that? That's what we about to have. That's what we waiting on. Read on, Doc.
And there shall be no more death,
Yep.
neither sorrow nor crying.
Right, ain't gonna be no more death, no more sorrow, no more crying. And imagine that, man. You gotta imagine that. Imagine all the Israel. All right. Hey, the Lord said that all my people should be righteous. Imagine a world where every single Jake you see is 100% righteous, bro. That's beautiful, man.
Imagine a world where you ain't gotta get mugged by your brother.
Come on, man.
You ain't got women trying to trap you up, bro.
Come on, man.
You gonna eat real food, breathe real air, drink real water, and on top of that, we gonna see the Most High's face, man.
All right.
And the Lord has his back turned to us right now because we're spotted with iniquity.
That's right.
So like I said, the main reason why we die is because we got sin upon us, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be around 100 Jakes and not feel uneasy, not feel nervous. Yeah, you
You don't know nigga got a gun.
God damn.
Hey.
Right, Jake be looking all crazy, hoodies on, mask, you know?
All blacked up.
All blacked
Nigga
out and
walk
shit.
around with fucking shifty mask on and
Come
shit.
on, man. You gotta feel all nervous and shit, man. Right? Hey, them days are coming to an end, man.
You gonna be able to be in a function with your people and not worry about a fight breaking out.
Come on, man. You know?
No more locked doors.
Right.
No locked doors.
Jake step on your shoe. Hey, Salakia.
Yeah, no nigga moment.
It ain't gonna be no nigga pulling the strap out. You know, making a phone call, calling the goons to run up on somebody.
We're gonna pop the trunk.
Come on, man. That shit gotta go, man. Go ahead, Salakia. But we try to paint the picture with words, man. We try to give you the visual. You gotta, hey, like the apostle said, you gotta be able to be a visionary. You gotta visualize this, man. Picture it while you read it, man. This is what we seek for, man. But we the bug outs for one there, right?
That's that rest that we seek, man.
Yeah. You people are sick, man. You are in a constant state of psychosis, man. All right? You are uneasy in a world that was meant to keep you crazy.
Yeah.
So now we're telling you that we're looking for a world in which righteousness is going to be, and we're being crazy because we don't want to partake in the wickedness that's going on here, man.
Right.
So Revelation 21 and verse 4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Yep.
And there shall be no more death,
That's right.
neither sorrow, nor crying,
Man.
neither shall there be any more pain.
No more strugglers, man. No more struggling. All right. No more barely making it. No more having not having shit. Right? We all know that feeling. No more lacking, man. Any more?
They say amen when you go into that.
That's the spirit.
When you go in that 77 on the
Oh yeah, it's the spirit.
it's all spirit.
Said, no, there shall like, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
See that? The former things have passed away. This current world we living in, man. The Lord is about to melt this shit. About to get rid of it. That's it.
That'll be completion of prophecy. As I say, 7 is completion. Perfection, you know,
Yep.
we're gonna have a perfect world.
And he sat upon the throne, and he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new.
Woo! See, Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai said, look, I make all things new. He's going to give us a refreshed planet Earth that's going to dwell with what? Righteousness. Any more?
I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful.
Exactly. Can I add one more? Acts 3 and start at verse 19 or 18. All right? Because we're talking about the refreshing of the earth, the restitution of all things. This is what we're looking for, man.
This is the book of Acts chapter 3 and verse 19. It says, Repent ye therefore and be converted,
Yep.
that your sins may be blotted out when the times of refreshing shall come from the presence of the Lord.
Right. So we want to be found blameless, man. We want our sins and transgressions to be blotted out before what? Before the refreshing of the Lord comes, man. Before he destroys this place, man. We want to be found on the good side of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Go ahead. Right, hey, because look, if we part of the elect, we're gonna be part of the storm.
All the members of the elect are written in the book of life. So you're gonna have your own stories written about you in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You know? That's what we desire, man.
Exactly. What you gonna tell to your descendants, man? How beautiful is that, man? You was the one that survived Babylon, right? You was the one that made it out of that final captivity.
Overcame the meat.
You saw it. You saw the destruction. You got beamed up. You endured Jacob's trouble. You can tell that story. I was there. This is what happened. Imagine telling that in the kingdom. You know, just being visual. You know, using your imagination. You know.
It says, and he shall send Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, which before was preached unto you,
That's right.
whom the heaven must receive until the times of restitution
Yeah.
of all things.
Into the heavens must receive into the restitution of all things, because Yahweh Shai is in the spirit realm,
Right.
waiting to come back. And when he comes back, he's going to bring what? The restitution, meaning the restoration of the earth.
Act of restoring the earth back to the original state it was created to be in.
That's it.
Right? Because the world's the elect. The world's the Allahim that created the earth that exists as one.
Yeah, that's that divine counsel, the original divine counsel from the beginning.
That's what we went into earlier about, you know, unto you, it was given the mystery, all right, that Mysterion they initiated it.
That's right,
because you was back there in that secret council that the Lord had to create everything.
That's right.
Okay? That makes sense because you see why the elect is the only one that truly cares about restoring the earth back to the way it's supposed to be, man. Because Lord willing, that's us. We were there creating it, man. Right? Nah, they just here. You know? That's like this is why a lot of these people that inherit these riches, they blow them. Because they don't really care. They didn't have to put the work in to inherit it.
Yeah, there's no appreciation behind it.
Hey, we putting the work in, man. All right? This is...
It's restitution in the free dictionary.
Yep. It's a heavy word, too.
It says here, it reads, the act... It says the act of restoring to the rightful owners of something.
Ooh, the act of restoring to the rightful owners of something, because really, if we are the elect, we're the rightful owners to the earth, man, to the planet.
Tells you that in the Ezra, 2nd Ezra 6, man. If this world belongs to us, then why don't we
Yes.
own a part of the inheritance or something along the
Yeah.
line?
Yep.
You know?
When are we going to partake in the inheritance? That's what Ezra was asking the Lord.
Yeah, because hey, the world was created for our sake, man.
Right.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 and 11. Because for their sakes I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we said, man. The world was created for our sakes, man. And hey, when Adam was given the law, statutes, and commandments to govern the world, all right, he pretty much was, you know, when he sinned, all right, we lost that connection. Right? We're gonna get that connection given back, all right, when we get the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, and we fucked up big time, man. And this is the punishment. See, the Lord is punishing us by allowing the basis of men to rule over us. Right? See, we're looking at the finished product of the wicked ruling the earth. This is the product of a wicked man in the power seat of ruling, man. This is what you get. Right? This is why, according to Romans, the 8th chapter, it said that all of the Lord's creation is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God, man. The earth is literally mourning, the animals, the plants, the earth itself is waiting for what? The sons of God, the Israelites, to be put back in power so things can be ran the perfect way.
Yeah.
You know?
Like we was going into that Genesis 6, man. All right? The earth began to suffer the further away that the children of God, you know, got away from Yahweh, man.
That's right.
Yahweh shot.
Got it, Dr. Salaki.
It reads, the act of restoring to the rightful owner something that has been taken away, lost, or surrendered, the act of making good or compensating for loss, damage, or injury. It says to return to or restoration of a previous state or position.
Yeah, because the earth is going to go back to the Garden of Eden. The earth is going to be restored back to paradise, man. See that? And Yahweh Shai is going to do that.
Yeah. They think they read about the Garden of Eden in Genesis, it was just one area, which, you know, Jerusalem is going to be the headquarters, but the Garden of Eden really is the whole world.
Right.
The scriptures tell you it was a garden eastward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they made sure to make a specific point of reference to that fertile crescent area.
Exactly.
It says the act of giving back something that was lost or stolen.
Was not the earth?
Yep.
Did we not lose possession of the earth? Due to our iniquities? All right, and then you had the fucking Edomites. They stole everything from it, man.
They stole your identity. It said, nah, them niggas came from monkeys swinging on trees and shit.
Yeah.
It says the act of compensating for loss or injury by reverting as far as possible to the position before such injury occurred.
Exactly, man. So the earth has to be repaired, man. Right? There's going to be a repairing process, man, and that's going to happen via nuclear destruction. Like we went into earlier, the fire is the cleansing agent, man. It's going to clean up the earth. It's going to clean up the chemtrails in the sky. It's going to clean out all the toxicity in the ocean. It's going to get rid of these GMO plants. These GMO people. It's going to melt all this damn rock and brick that Esau got established all over the earth. You know? So the earth needs that.
Desperately.
You know? Just like they do that with crops, right? After a certain amount of time, they burn them out, right? To cleanse the soil, right?
That's what
I forgot what it's called.
Shia went into that a couple weeks ago. It shows you that I think you said the Aztecs did that. They would, be on a certain part of the land, and when they were about to leave it, they would burn all the crops and the ash to cleanse the land.
See, that's heavy, man. Even within that aspect. So imagine when the Lord does it to the planet, man. Everything got to get cleansed. But anyway, let's go back to that Luke.
He's gonna take his fruit and then just burn everything else up.
Exactly. Because the elect are what? The first fruits.
The choice vine.
The choice vine. And the first fruits is always offered, you know what I'm saying? Sacrifice.
And they did not know what the animal sacrifice is, but not whatever was left over burnt. And is America not known as a sacrifice?
Come on, man.
Will be known as a sacrifice.
Isaiah 34th chapter.
Huh?
He said he had a sacrifice in Basra, man.
That's right. Back in Acts chapter 3 and verse 21, whom the heaven, I'm sorry, right, 20, it said, he shall send Yahweh Hamashiach, which before was preached unto you, whom the heaven must receive unto the times of restitution of all things, which the Most High has spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began. Since
the world began, this has always been the message, man. All right? Of the what? Of the coming of the chosen one, man. Yahweh Shai, man. You know? Restoring the earth, man. Bringing victory, salvation to his people.
Right. That's why when you had, the disciples back when Yahweh Shai came on the scene 2,000 years ago, they were asking him, would thou now restore the kingdom of Israel? Or the kingdom of heaven to Israel? Right. And he said, it wasn't time yet, but we're here telling you that time is fastly approaching. Right. We will receive the kingdom of heaven, Lord willing. All right, we'll be elect because we see the end now.
Yeah, we see it.
We are in the last few seconds of Esau's rulership, man. That's right. The end of all the heathen rulership is that, man. Because you niggas don't, you damn Chinese motherfuckers, you Russians, you elite bankers, none of you niggas are gonna have a rulership once Babylon is done. Like I was listening to the elders that I went to earlier. Hey, when you go into them bunkers, that's it for you. You ain't building shit after that, man.
Yep. You gonna be reserved. You gonna be reserved in them bunkers until the Lord brings the elect down to pick your ass out, man. Jeremiah 16:16, man. Those fishers gonna turn to hunters, man. And the Lord said, we're gonna hunt you out of them holes and them rocks, man.
Fuck your ass like me, man.
You know? That's why, what, I want to say about 7-8 years ago, it came out with the article how the elites have those bunkers or whatever out there in the Antarctica. And they had like some type of titanium reinforced doors where it's like basically there's no way you could break it down. But yeah, boom proof. And then on top of that, they have all the world's reserve seeds. You know, so when they come out of them bunkers in their mind, they're gonna replenish the earth and they're gonna rule the world under Satan, in his image. This nigga crazy for real.
I'm gonna blow up the earth and then come back out of it. That's why the scriptures say in Matthew 24 and 22 that no flesh will be saved.
Right.
That's why this shit is a fairy tale, because they call themselves, they said they're gonna arise from the ashes like a phoenix. A phoenix is not a real bird. Exactly. So your dream is a fairy tale, man.
Exactly. That's heavy.
I have something right
Go ahead, buddy.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2. And let me see here. I'll start at verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided.
Yeah, the kingdom is going to be divided, man. Read that again, Salaki.
Daniel 2 and 41.
Yep.
And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided.
Yeah, because Esau, his kingdom is divided, man. Those European nations, all right, NATO, they all divided, man. And eventually, it's all gonna fall apart because them very nations, they're gonna turn on America, man. Yeah, the beast shall hate the whore.
We see that sedition being brought about now, man. All of these various talks that are had at these summits and these speeches where these political figures are going up on these panels, you can sense that there's, division amongst these nations. Everybody's out for their own best interest.
It's division amongst the elites. That's why let it know that this shit ain't gonna last, because the truth will tell you, the Satan be against Satan, how can his kingdom then stand?
Yeah, it's a lot of in-house fighting going on amongst these Edomites. Everybody's battling for power and position.
That's been his MO since the beginning, man.
You know?
And nigga always fighting within himself, man. These are the devils.
Right, well, it tells you that the red horse, and he will make war with himself.
Yep.
Right? It tells you that in Revelation 6 and 4. Continuing on.
Verse he coming to power. Going back to them seasons and whatnot. You know, they were killing each other and getting the power, getting poisoned, or staging coups against themselves. You know?
Right to Alexander after he died. All his generals, they started going to war with him.
Totally mean the solution, bro.
They had another leader on the armor for him. Google actually filed. They don't talk about the Christian. They said he was the most powerful general. They teamed up to kill him.
Oh wow, that's heavy.
And on top of that, they said pretty much Alexander the Great, quote unquote, had a son. They killed him too.
Man, see, Esau bloodthirsty, man. That's how he get down, man. He'll take his own people out. Hell, look what he's doing now.
You read about that in the Maccabees. Esau was fighting against himself, man. And then asked Jake to help him.
Right.
Continuing on, Daniel chapter 2 and verse 41 of the latter. But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
Yeah, them going into those weaker nations of the European Union, man. Because I remember it was a lot of arguments about 7-8 years ago, right? You had the Brexit and all that. You had other nations that was talking about leaving the EU because you had a lot of immigrants coming over there into Europe, and it was something about taxation. It was a lot of stuff going on, and it was looking at the top European nations such as like I want to say like England and Germany.
That's what you had around Brexit.
Yeah, around the Brexit, and they weren't trying to take care of all them damn refugees and shit. Like there was a lot of in-house beef going on about that shit, man. You know, I got to look back into it. But all of this is playing out now, man. Eventually, as we see in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, he's about to break all that shit up. You know, even those pipelines. Remember the Nord Stream 1 and 2. Those pipelines provided was it gas to Russia, energy, all that shit, and America blew it up, right? But that also affected Europe. You know what I'm saying? So those so-called Europeans was mad as hell at America, man.
Those supposed to be your allies. You know, strong arm your allies and show. This is why the devil is not to be trusted. Man.
Come on, man. Back doors, all type of shit, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another.
Right.
Even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Right. So, read that for me one more time.
God. Daniel 2 and 43.
Yup.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
Yeah, so the Lord is going to break them up, you know? And right now, there's a lot of European nations that are making side deals with Russia, man, backdoor deals, you know? Because America puts sanctions on every goddamn body, man. Fucking up the economy, fucking up, you basically taking food out of people's mouths, man. You know, so it's a lot of tension that's going on globally amongst those NATO European nations and whatnot, man. Between America, all that. You know? Go ahead. Oh.
I'll say, you see nations like France, coming out and telling nations not to mess with America anymore, man. Because, as we understand, Babylon is that unfit king, man. And any king, you take care of the bastards that are underneath you. America, they just abuse the bastards, interfere. So that's why you're seeing them team up in these backdoor deals with the elder mentioned, to come up against Babylon the Great.
Yes, that's it.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2,
right,
which goes into the mind state of the wicked.
Right.
Verse 6, it says, "Come on, therefore, and let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. Let us turn ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part, of our voluptuousness, let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this.
This is their blessing, man. Right? They have more than a heart could wish, as the scriptures say, man.
Right.
You know, they pride themselves in their riches and, you know, them basically occupying the planet, man. But all them days is coming to an end, as they do know. That's why Esau is fighting to keep his kingdom, right? He's ready to chip niggas up. He's ready to unleash the NWO. He's ready to roll down on the believers of the Bible, right? He's putting legislation into play, right? We saw today, I think one of the brothers posted that Biden is talking to the World Health Organization to arrest people that are not in line with pretty much America's policies.
They said if you're not using mainstream articles, then you're liable to spreading disinformation. There's a video on that one.
Yeah.
So that's going to show you that Esau's preparing to come down upon you. You're prepared to be thrown in jail, man.
Yeah.
Prepared to be fined thousands of dollars, man. They getting ready to come down on so-called free speech.
That's what the social credit score is about, right? Where these banks, all right, now they watching social media posts, right? You're gonna be taxed, you're gonna be jailed, all right? You're gonna be defrauded out of your bank accounts based on what you believe in. If you talk shit about America and the politics and the presidents, hey, you may not have a bank account.
Yeah, you're gonna be deplatformed, man.
Come on, man. Cancel.
Yeah, you had that dealing with there was this Christian group, that pretty much Christian nonprofit group, Back to America, to shut them down. You know what he's talking about? They don't align with their beliefs.
There you go.
They can just come up with anything, because talking about brought this out a couple months back. A lot of these companies that was EKG score, whatever. ESG score, which pretty much is their social credit score.
Yep.
So if they're aligned on what the government wants, or the elites want, their score gets boosted. But when they don't, their score is plummets, man. That affects their business.
Yep.
So of course they're going to go along with the agenda.
Yeah.
They want to be looked at as good in the eyes of these elites, man.
Yeah, all them companies on board.
Yeah. That's why you see what happened with Target and all these other Bud Light. Right? They're not concerned with the loss of sales, because they're being financed by these banks.
Yeah, you don't really see and understand the money they're getting behind the scenes of doing this shit.
Right.
So the little millions they're losing because you people are mad. They don't care about this shit.
Facts.
It showed you, it's all the big ass simulation. It's fake.
It's all, yeah.
It's all, this is not life. It's not living, man.
It's Revelation chapter 12 and verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Yeah, the dragon, going back to Esau, this beast system. All right? It said that the dragon was wroth with the woman, the Israelites. Right? He's ready to take out Israel. Go ahead.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Right, so all these things tie into the war that the dragon is about to implement upon the woman, man. The censorship, the misinformation bullshit, the control narrative, the social credit scores, right? The smart cities, all right? The mass chipping of the world, the crashing of the economy. You know, this is all tying into that war that this dragon is getting ready to wage on the woman, Jacob, man.
Specifically, the remnant of her seed.
That's it.
Yeah. The remnant is standing in total opposition to the status quo of what they're promoting in these last days.
Exactly.
Because the main target of all this is you tribes, man. Because Esau, hey, he know he gonna get the other nation. That's a gift.
Right.
But
Two-thirds got him in the back pocket.
That's what I was gonna say. The 2/3. All right, he wants to get as many souls as he wants. All right, this is why he's doing all these things. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And what's all those unrighteous decrees, man? You got the Project Megiddo, all right, the King Alpha Plan, Rex 84, Project Cypher, all right, you know, Agenda 21. We can go on and on for days about all the legislation Esau has to prepare to come down upon us, man. You know? And it's talking it for you, Jakes. Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless, man. All right, so their target is you, Jakes, man, because they want to put you in a position so bad to where you'll forsake your power and worship Esau, man. Because that's ultimately what it's all coming down to. He wants to be worshipped as the Most High. So he's gonna dominate the whole world and make everybody bow to him. All right? And that's why he's mainly coming for the elect, because he knows there's a group of men on the planet that no matter what he does, even unto death, they're not gonna bow.
That's it, man.
The scripture tell you, I've observed 7,000 that have not bowed the knee to Baal. Hey, that opposition is granted, whether they want to admit it or not, and they know. All right? That's why you have the red, blue, and yellow list. That's why they have re-education centers. That's why they have the guillotine. They know exactly what they're going to do with whatever individual brother they get their hands on. And the Most High allows them to put their hands on them.
That's right.
And everything is in the hand of the Lord. All right? Nothing will happen without His will.
So Revelation chapter 12 and verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
And it's through this very testimony that we have is what's bringing down this man's empire. Right? That's what it's about, man. You know? Yahweh Shai, man. You know? So he knows that his inevitable end is coming upon him, man. There's nothing they can do. But Yahweh Shai is going to put the spirit on Esau to fight back. Right? But at the end, we know how, according to the prophecies, how his demise is going to happen. See that?
Can't escape it either, man. It's written. Things are written before time was written for our learning. So the main way to keep your hope and faith up is to know that Esau's not going to win.
It's not. It's already written for the elect to have the victory, man.
And the scripture tell you, take that real quick, Job 20 and 4. And this man, he's on his way out, man.
Okay.
All right? So it may look like he's about to checkmate. The Lord's about to checkmate his ass, man.
That's it.
Okay?
The book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth,
Yep.
that the triumphing of the wicked is short?
The triumphing of the wicked is short. They always lose, no matter what. All throughout history, all right? The wicked always, they even though they won for a time period, all right? Justification always came out though, man.
Yeah.
Judgment. Justice, man.
Hey, isn't it like that in every movie?
Yeah.
The villain you always think the villain about to go ahead and do what he got to do and end everything, and then all of a sudden, his ass get taken down.
They call it retconning.
Yeah.
You know, like in the Avengers Infinity War. You watch that, you be like, damn, this nigga won.
Right.
They had to bring out Endgame to correct everything, man.
Right.
You know, that's what the Most High is about to do, man. Because Esau, the Lord's going to allow Esau to destroy certain parts of the world. But the Lord is going to send the elect in to retcon everything that he destroyed so that it can be brought back to the righteous state that it's supposed to be, like we brought out earlier, man.
That's right, bro.
You know?
And the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach unto the clouds,
His pride.
yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
His own shit.
Like, one minute you see him in the toilet, push the button, and it's gone. Forever.
That's it.
That's Esau.
Nobody looking for that shit neither.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
Right, where that shit go?
That's how we gonna be with Esau after 1,000 years.
Right.
And we gonna rejoice, man.
Right.
No more fucking pale people.
Right.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found.
It's a dream. That nightmare's gonna be finally be finished. You know? The remembrance of an Edomite is gonna be long gone at that time, man. So when we're telling our children about Esau, they're not gonna believe it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, what happened to him?
Right.
Destroying the earth?
That's it, man.
Right.
He told you that there was no genders? There was male and female? What? You
This
know?
nigga ruled over us? Us? I thought we were on top. Hey, that story gonna come back story.
That's it.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. He shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
That's it.
Chased out of the earth, man, like he said before.
His ass is grass.
Chased out to other darkness. With that, Lord willing, this camp was edifying. All right, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash.
Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well.
That's right.
And peace and salutation to the elect. Keep pushing to be almost out of here. With that, we would say shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Kwame Yasharala.
Hey, Kwame Yasharala.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball. That's right.